Senpai, did you lock the back door?
したよ。缶抜きかけたけど問題あるか？
I did. I bolted it. Is there a problem?
ありません。それじゃあ鍵かけますね。
Not at all.
先輩
Then I'll lock the front
今
door
日の
now.
お帰りは何時ですか？
When will you be home today, Senpai?
Whenever I feel like it, bitch.
少し遅くなると思う。さくらは？
I think I'll be a bit late. What about you, Sakura?
私はいつも通りです。多分私の方が早いと思いますから、夕食の下準備は済ませておきますね。
I'll be back at the usual time. I'll probably be here earlier, so I'll start getting dinner ready.
助かる。俺もできるだけ早く帰るよ。
Yeah, that'll help. I'll try to come home early too. We lock the gate. Sakura and Fujine also have keys to my house, and the rule is that the last person out locks up.
行こうか。急がないと朝練に間に合わない。
Let's go. You won't make it to morning practice unless we hurry.
はい。それじゃあ少しだけ急ぎましょうか、先輩。
Yes, then let's hurry, Senpai. We walk down to the town together. Passing the long wall and going downhill, we reach the residential district. My house is on top of the hill, far away from the center of town. Going down the hill takes us to the residential district, and beyond that. We reach the crossroads at the center of town. From here, there are many roads, a big bridge leading to the neighboring city, a hill that leads to Ryudo Temple, or Ryudo Temple, however you say that, the residential district on the other side of town, the shopping district Sakura and I always use, and the school we're heading to right now. We head for the school without stopping elsewhere. We don't talk much as we walk up the hill. Since it's still 7 o'clock, there aren't many others on the road. Other than us, all you can see are a few others heading to their morning practices. Well, see ya. Have fun at your club. I part with Sakura at the school gate like usual. Sakura's in the archery club, so we have to part here in the mornings. Ellipsis. But today, Sakura doesn't go. Sakura, are you not feeling well?
そういうことじゃなくて、先輩、たまには道場の方に寄っていきませんか？
No, that's not it, but, would you like to come to the dojo?
I want you to watch me, senpai.
No, I've no business there. Anyways, Issei asked for me, so I have to go to the student council room today.
そうですよね。ごめんなさい。余計なことを言っちゃって。
I see. Sorry for troubling you then. Sakura bows.
それじゃあ失礼します。晩ご飯楽しみにしていてくださいね。
I'll be going now. Please look forward to dinner tonight. Oh my god. Sakura runs off like she's ashamed of something. This guy's so fucking dense sometimes. I wonder what that was all about.
What? Girls like me? I don't understand.
Issei, you there?
I am. You're a bit late today, Emiya.
He must have been studying, as Issei looks up from the paper he's reading. Just you, Issei? Where are the others? Shouldn't they be here now as well?
No, unfortunately our members are very businesslike.
They have their set work hours, and they don't want to come in early or stay late.
それで生徒会長自らが雑用か。ここはここで大変そうだな。
That's why the student council president is doing the routine duties himself, huh? I guess this place has its own problems. I think that was Shiro talking?
何？好きでしている。
Yeah, it was Shiro talking. Well, whatever. No, it's the kind of trouble I like. You don't need to pity me.
いや、一斉に同情なんてしてないぞ。
Huh? No, I wasn't pitying you or anything.
それはそれで無念だが聞き流すとしよう。情が映っているということでは同じだからな。
I'm not happy about that either, but I'll pretend I didn't hear it. It still means that you care. Issei, who is organizing the papers he was reading, is the big boss of the student council room. He's the guy trying his best to reform this lax student council, and he's been a friend of mine since first year. His full name is Ryudo Issei. Despite his old-fashioned name, he has elegant features and he's really popular with the girls. Except for Tosaka. And he's also the student council president, so you'd think he'd take it like a duck to water, but hot tea certainly is a good way to start a morning. He's just sipping tea like this, so it's not that firm. As you can see, Issei has a plain personality. It's easily misunderstood, but he doesn't involve himself in love affairs, nor engage in normal student recreations. It's because he's the successor of Ryodo Temple up in the mountains. He's fine with that idea, so there's a good chance he'll shave his head when he graduates.
それで、今日は何をするんだ？
So, what am I doing today?
ああ、まあともかく座って一服と言いたいのだが、時間がないな。移動がてら説明をするゆえ、いつもの道具を持ってついてきてくれ。
Well, I'd like you to sit down and take a rest first, but I guess we don't have time. I'll explain as we go, so bring your usual tools and follow me.
率直に言うとな、うちの学校、金のバランスが極端なんだよ。
Frankly, our school's budget is completely unbalanced.
知ってる。運動系がひいきされてるもんで、他に予算がいかないんだろ？
I know, the athletic clubs are favored, so other clubs don't get much, right?
結果、文化系の部員は絶えず不遇の扱いでな。
Right, as a result, members of the other clubs are in trouble.
今年から文化系に予算が行くよう尽力しているのだが、予算の流れが不鮮明でうまく回っていない。おかげで未だ文化系の物質は不遇でな。
I'm working hard to make the budget go to them, but I'm having trouble because it's not clear where the money's going.
特に冬のストーブ不足に関しては打開策がまるでない。
In particular, there's no solution for the shortages of heaters during winter.
そうか。マイナスドライバーくれ。一番大きいやつな。
I see.
あと動線も。
Oh, can you hand me the torque screwdriver?
これぐらいならなんとか。
The biggest one, and the conductive wire, too. Yeah, I should be able to fix this.
動線？これか。
Conductive
よ
wire.
くわからん。
Is this it? Sorry, I don't know exactly.
間違っていたら叱ってくれ。
Tell me if I'm wrong.
当たってるからいいよ。で、ストーブ不足がどうしたって？
You're
こ
right.
こ以外にも故障してんのがあんのか？
So what was that about the shortage of heaters? And the other broken? Are the other broken ones? Are there other broken ones? I'm sorry about that, guys.
ある。第二小学室と美術部の暖房器具が怪しいそうだ。新品購入願いの嘆願書が刻一刻と増えている。
Yes, in the second AV room and the art club, the petitions requesting new stoves are multiplying.
けど予算にそんな余裕はないと。やっぱり劣化してるだけだな。中がイカれてなくて助かった。
But there's not enough budget to meet the demand, huh? As I thought, it's just getting old. Good thing it's not broken on the inside.
治りそうかエミヤ。
You think it can be fixed, Emiya?
治るよ。こういう時古いやつは分かりやすくていい。
Yep, in cases like this, old things are nice because they're easy to understand.
配線系のショートだから新しいのに変えればとりあえず今年いっぱいは頑張ってくれる。
It's just a shorted connection, so it should last a whole year if we replace that.
そうか。やるなエミヤ。お前が頼りになると極めて嬉しいぞ。
I see. Good job, Emiya. I'm always so pleased when you're reliable.
おかしな日本語使うね、一世。
You're wording it weirdly, Issei.
もう少しで済むからちょっと外に出ててくれ。
Oh, I'll be finished soon, so could you wait outside for a bit?
エミヤの邪魔はせん。
Alright, I'll be out of your way. Issei leaves the room quietly. It seems he assumes that I'm going to do something delicate.
いや、デリケートといえばデリケートなんだけど。
Well, it is delicate, but... I place my hand on the old electric heater. Usually, even if you're used to fixing things, it's hard to figure out what's wrong with it just by looking at it. So the fact that I figured it out means what I'm doing is not ordinary. I block off my vision and look inside the heater with my sense of touch. In that moment, an image appears in my head.
電熱線が断線しかかってるのが2つと、電熱管はまだ持つな。電源コードの方は絶縁テープでなんとかなる。
There are two places where the wire is about to break. The pipe should last a bit longer. Insulation tape should be enough for the power cord. Good. I can fix this with the tools that I have with me. If the pipe were broken, it couldn't be fixed by an amateur. If that had been the case, I would have had to strengthen it in a very unamateurish way, but in this case, just looking at it will suffice. That is the magic Emiya Shiro learned from Kiritsugu.
よし、始めるか。
Probably some of the most useless magic ever, but okay then. Alright, let's begin. I take the cover off and start to work. I already know where it's broken, so the rest is easy.
これだけは得意なんだけどな、俺。
Man, this is the only thing I'm any good at. That's right, Emiya Shiro has no talent for magic. Yeah, I kind of assumed as much. Though it doesn't make up for it, I think I'm quite skilled at visualizing structures like I did just now. In fact, when I first figured out a structure and reproduced it, my father looked surprised and said, "What a useless ability." Yes, even your father thought so. I guess my strong point isn't a useful ability. According to my father, it's already a waste of effort to perceive the structure with my eyes. For a real magus, there's no need to understand every corner of a structure like I just did. They say that the battle of a magus comes in reading the center, the core of things instantaneously, and changing it faster than anything else. That's why reading the structure is a wasted effort, and even if you do understand the structure, all you can do is determine where magical energy could be more easily transmitted. So all in all, it turns out that my strong point is just in fixing things like this. I don't have to open them up to look for damage. If I can quickly search for broken parts and have the skills to repair them, most things can be fixed. So he's a magical repairman. Though that's only the case for simple things that can't be fixed with amateur knowledge.
よし、終わり。次に行くか。
Done. On to the next one. I pack away the conducting wire that I used and go out into the hallway with screwdriver and wrench in hand.
伊勢、修理終わったぞ。
Issei, the repairs are done. But in the hallway is someone else apart from Issei, a girl. Oh my god! I'm a bit surprised. The person talking to Issei is Tosaka Ren from Class 2A. She's a lady who lives in a big mansion on top of the hill, a perfect honor student. Good looking, smart, athletic, and faultless. She's intelligent, well-mannered, and modest about her looks. People say she's the idol woman. So it hardly needs to be said that the guys at my school treat her like an idol. Though in Tosaka's case, she's so perfect that she's considered unreachable. It's commonly believed that only teachers and guys like Issei can even talk to her. Well, to be honest, I'm a guy too. I never would have guessed Shiro. So I'm one of Tosaka Ren's admirers. More ellipsis. Tosaka looks at us as if she's in a bad mood. It seems to be true that she and Issei don't get along.
と悪い。頼んだのはこっちなのに、エミヤに任せっきりにしてしまった。許せ。
Sorry, Emiya. I'm the one who asked for help, but it seems like you're doing all the work. Forgive me. Wow. Issei's an amazing man, talking like that and ignoring Tosaka.
そんなこと気にするな。で、次はどこだよ。あんまり時間ないぞ。
Don't worry about it. So, where next? There's not much time left.
ああ、次は視聴覚室だ。前から調子が悪かったそうなんだが、この度ついに天寿を全うされた。
Yeah, the AV room is next. It seems it's been working badly for a while, but now it finally died.
天寿全うしてたら直せないだろ。買い直した方が早いぞ。
It can't be fixed if it's dead. It would be quicker to just buy a new one.
そうなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
True, but it'd help if you could take a look at it. It might be dead to my eyes, but only faking it to yours.
そうか。なら試そう。
I see. Well, let's take a look.
Don't ignore me.
There's only about 30 minutes left until homeroom. I'll have to hurry if I'm going to fix it. I start for the AV room with Issei, but it's impolite to ignore her completely when we've met like this. I turn back to Tosaka, who's standing in a daze.
朝早いんだな、トサカ。
You're up early, Tosaka. I make an honest comment, then follow Issei, and a very random one too.
ギリギリ間に合ったか。すまんなエミヤ。また苦労をかけた。頼み事をした上に遅刻させては友人失格だ。
We barely made it. Thank you, Emiya. I caused you trouble again. I would be a failure as a friend if I made you late doing these things for me.
別に気にするな。俺が遅刻する分には大したことじゃないだろ。
Don't worry.
一斉が遅刻するのは問題だけど。
Don't worry about it. It's no big deal for me to be late. Though, I guess it would be for you to be.
もっともだ。いや、間に合ってよかった。
Indeed. Well, I'm glad we made it. Issei heads towards his seat, relieved. It's exactly 8 o'clock. The first homeroom bell has rung, so Fujine should be here in about 5 minutes. Oh no. Phew. I'm a bit out of breath since we ran here from the AV room. Taking a deep breath, I head to my seat. Oh look, it's Captain Douchebag again.
部活を辞めてから何をしてるかと思えば竜道の太鼓持ち？僕には関係ないけどさ、うちの評判を落とすようなことはしないでよね。君、なんていうか節操ないからさ。
You're so noisy in the mornings, Emiya. I was wondering what you've been doing since quitting the club, but all you've been doing is helping out Ryudo? It's not my concern, but don't do anything to bring the club into disrepute, okay? You're pretty uncommitted after all.
Mato Shinji, a friend of mine from middle school, is standing in front of my seat, looking as smug as ever. As you can tell from his last name, he's Sakura's brother, who's 1 year older than her.
Motherfucker, if you do anything to my sister, I will destroy you.
Yo, is the archery club doing well, Shinji?
当然だろ。部外者に話してもしょうがないけど、目立ちたがり屋が一人減ったんで平和になったんだ。次の大会だっていいところまで行くさ。
Of course it is. There's no point in telling outsider.
But it's been peaceful since a certain attention hog left.
We'll do well in the next competition.
そうか。三綴りも頑張ってるんだな。
I see. Mitsuzuri must be working hard.
はあ、何見当違いなこと言ってんの？
You talking shit,
弓
bro?
道部が記録を伸ばしてるのは僕がいるからに決まってるじゃんか。エミはさ、とっくに部外者なんだから、知ったような口を叩くと恥をかくよ。
Huh? You're talking rubbish. The archery club is doing well because of me. You're just an outsider, Emiya, so you'll just embarrass yourself if you talk like you know about it.
そうか。気をつけよう。もっとも弓道部に用はないから関わることはないけどな。
I see. I'll be careful. But I won't have any concerns with the archery club since I don't have any business there. I put my bag on the desk and pull out the chair.
何それ？僕の弓道部には興味がないってこと？
What's that about? You're saying you're not interested in my archery club?
興味じゃなくて用だよ。部外者なんだからおいそれと道場に行くの変だろ。
I said business, not interest. It'd be weird to go there when I'm an outsider, right?
けど何かあったら言ってくれ。手伝えることがあったら手伝う。弦張りとか弓の直し、真珠は苦手だったろ。
But tell me if something comes up. I'll help if there's anything I can help with. You weren't good at fixing the bows and bowstrings, right?
そう、サンキュー。何か雑用があったら声をかけるよ。
Oh, thanks. I'll call you if there's any work to be done.
ま、そんなことはないだろうけどさ。
Though I don't think that'll happen.
ああ、それがいい。雑用を残しているようなやつは首相失格だからな。あんまり藤村先生を困らせるなよ。あの人、怒ると本気で怖いぞ。
Yeah, that's good. You're not captain material if you leave work that needs to be done. Don't give Fujimura-sensei too much trouble. She's scary when you piss her off.
余計なお世話だ。ともかくお前はもう部外者なんだから、道場に近づくなよ。
Huh? Mind your own business. You're an outsider, so keep away from the dojo.
Shinji returns to his seat in his usual manner. He seemed even more irritated than usual today. I hate to see all he usually is.
ふざけたやつだ。自分からエミヤを追い出しておいて、よくもあんな口が聞ける。
What a guy. How can he talk like that when he's the one who drove you out?
なんだ伊勢、いたのか。
Oh, you were here, Issei? Issei? Excuse me?
なんだとはなんだ。気を利かして聞き耳を立てていた友人に向かって、なんと冷淡な男だお前は。
What do you mean? You're so cold, saying that to a friend who's listening in out of concern.
なんで気を利かすのさ。俺一斉に心配されるようなことをしてないぞ。
Why would you do that? I'm not doing anything that should make you worry about me.
たわけ、心配もするわ。エミヤはカッとなりやすいからな。真珠に殴りかかれば皆は喝采を送るが、女どもからは非難の嵐だ。友人をそんな微妙な立場に置くのはよろしくない。
Idiot. Of course I'll worry about you. You're the sort to lose your temper easily. Some people would cheer if you beat Shinji up, but all the girls would condemn you. It's not good to let a friend get into a situation like that.
そっか。言われてみればそうだ。ありがとう、伊勢。そんなことにはならないだろうけど、今の心配はありがたい。
I see. You're right now that you mention it. Thanks, Issei. I don't think it'll be a problem. I'm grateful for your concern.
わかればよろしい。だが意外だったぞ。エミヤは怒りやすいくせに、マトウには寛大なんだな。
Yes, well, as long as you understand. But it's strange. You lose your temper easily, but you're tolerant of Mato.
あれは真珠の味だからな。付き合いが長いと慣れてくる。
Yeah, that's just his style. You get used to it if you hang around it for a long time.
そんなものか。
I see.
そんなものです。ほら、納得したら席に戻れよ。そろそろ藤村先生がすっ飛んでくるぞ。
Yeah, if you understand, go back to your seat. Fujimura-sensei will fly in here any second now. Oh, I'm not ready for this.
あの方は飛んでくるというより浮いてくるという感じだかな。
It's more like her to come floating in here than flying in. The homeroom bell rings. A homeroom teacher usually would come 5 minutes early, but our homeroom teacher isn't like that. For Class 2C, homeroom starts 1 minute after the bell rings, right when we hear, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! And Fujine runs into the classroom. Oh my god. Alright, I made it! Good morning, everyone! Wham! Fujine falls over with a terrible sound. Oh my god. The classroom is filled with silence, in contrast to the clamor from a second ago. A sudden change of atmosphere. Just as you'd expect from Fujine, her nickname of Human Jet Coaster isn't just for show. Well, that was quick. But that really was a bad hit. Fujine is still on the ground, having her head on the platform. Having hit her head on the platform. You can't see her expression with her head facing the ground, so it gives you a bad mental image. Hey, front row, wake her up. What? I don't want to. I'm scared she'll bite me if I go near her. She's not a mimic or anything. She won't go that far. Hey, if you're saying that, why don't you do it? I'll pass. I'm not used to this. Me neither. And why would you make a good girl do it? A guy should do it. The front row is getting noisy. As we're in the middle rows, we can't tell what sort of state Fujine is in. We can't tell, so we all stand up to look. Hey, she's not moving. Has she passed out? Someone asks. If so, the problem would be how to get her to the nurse's office. Everyone here is a warrior who has been with Fujine for the past year. They probably want to get out of the habit of taking their teacher to the nurse's office. How is this woman still a teacher? Fujimura-sensei, are you alright? A brave female student calls out to her. Fujine doesn't even twitch. A sense of worry runs through the room. That was a bad fall. She hit her head right on the platform. She'll have to be invincible to come out of that without a scratch. How about getting her for our baseball club? Don't even joke about that. The day she's in charge of us, we'd get into the regionals. Fujimura-sensei, Fujimura-sensei. It's no good. There's no response. Hey, why don't you wake her up since you're in front of her? What? No, if she's really dead, I'll be killed. But things could get bad later if we leave her like that. But no one wants to go near her. I guess it can't be helped. We'll have to do that. Yeah, that. Alright. Our hearts become one. Well, not Shinji and I, because we're too scared. One, two. Wake up, tiger. Even though everyone said it at the same time, it's only as loud as a whisper. The tiger part is especially quiet, but still, a twitch. The silent Fujine reacts. Whoa, she moved! It's working, everyone! Alright, continue the punishment! Everyone must be stressed from the impending exams. Even though they shouldn't, they repeat Fujine's nickname without waving their arms. Or while waving their arms. Wake up, Tiger! It's morning! Sensei, you're a tiger if you don't wake up. Don't give up, Tiger! Stand up, Tiger! Yeah, wake up, Sensei, then you'll be a true tiger! 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 This is too good. Gah! Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell just happened? Don't call me Tiger! A roar of lightning. She stands bravely as if the fall had done nothing at all. Oh, God. Huh? What are you all doing? You can't stand up in the middle of homeroom. Come on, sit down and I'll get started. Apparently she has no idea what just happened to her. Fujine stands before everyone in her usual manner. It seems all memories from the moment she entered the classroom have fled her head. Hey, it seems Tiger doesn't remember what happened. Lucky. We're really fortunate this morning. Well, I don't know if we can call it lucky. Everyone returns to their seats, chattering. Or chatting. Huh? Did someone just make fun of me? No, we didn't. Maybe you imagined it? Alright, good. Then I'll start homeroom, so listen up. Fujine starts homeroom slowly. She chats in between the announcements so we don't get through it very fast. So everyone, please note the curfew. It's at 6 o'clock, so people with club activities shouldn't stay too late either. What? 6 o'clock is too early, Taiga-sensei. Can't the athletic clubs be exempted? Nope, and please address your teacher as Fujimura-sensei. I'll get mad if you call me that again. Alright, I'll be careful. He sits down again, not showing any signs of listening to her. How stupid of him. Fujine gets mad when she says she will. It makes no difference that he's a student and she's a teacher. He doesn't realize that she just gave him a final warning. Well, that's it for today's homeroom. Let's meet again in English class in 3rd period, everyone. Fujine leaves, waving her hand. She's the teacher responsible for Class 2C, Fujimura Taiga. Her nickname is Tiger. You might doubt it, but it really is her nickname. People like calling her so since she has a nickname like Taiga, even though she has a name like Taiga, even though she's a woman. But Fujine herself hates the nickname. According to her, it's unfeminine. But she's that kind of person, so I think it's her own fault she has an unfeminine nickname. It's serious, man. We're starting class. Day monitor. The bells. The teacher for the first period enters as Fujine exits. It's like this every morning as Fujine continues homeroom until the very last minute. That's probably one of the funniest scenes in this visual novel, in my opinion. And the classes end like every other day. There are many kinds of students, ones that go to clubs, ones that hurry home, and ones that stay in the classroom for no reason. It looks like I won't be in any of those categories.
すまない。ちょっといいか、エミヤ。今朝の続きなんだが、今日は時間あるか。
Sorry, Emiya. About the rest of the repairs. Do you have time today?
いや、予定はあるといえばあるけど。
Well, I do have plans, but it's not like I'm just playing around. After all, the main reason I quit the archery club is because I wanted to prioritize work. It's already been 5 years since Father died, and I decided to start working to pay my living expenses. If you work a lot, there are some jobs you just can't refuse. Today's an example. They're restocking inventory at work, and they asked me to come if I can, as any help is appreciated. But it's certainly not something I have to go to. They're probably just having people come in because they want to party after work. There are two options. I'll go to work, or I'll help out the student council. Let's go ahead and save here because we could die if we choose the wrong. If we choose the wrong choice, could get killed at work. So, according to what we've seen in the prologue, from Rin's perspective, Shiro does decide to stay after classes. So I think the best option would be the first one. Let's just go with that. It's something I've started. I should finish the job I began this morning.
予定変更。朝の続きだろ。任せろ。試験が始まる前に備品の修理なんて済ませちまおうぜ。
I'll change my plans. We're finishing the job from this morning, right? Let's finish the repairs before the exams start.
助かる。それでは美術部の患者を見に行くとするか。
Thank you. Let's go and look at the patient in the art club then.
はいよ。と、人払いはちゃんとしてくれよ。人目があると集中できない。
Alright. Oh, and clear the people out of the room, will you? I can't concentrate with people watching me.
無論だ。他の連中に邪魔はさせぬ。
Of course. I won't let them get in your way. Issei quickly walks to the hallway, and I follow him out of the classroom in a hurry. The sun is already set when we leave the school building. The school gates are already closed. It's 7 o'clock and way past curfew, but thanks to Issei, we're not in trouble.
いや、今日は助かった。必ずこの礼はするから。何かあったら遠慮なく言ってくれ。
You helped me a lot today. I'll certainly make up for it, so tell me if you need anything.
そうだな。なんかあったら言うよ。まあ、とりわけ何もないとは思うけど。
Yeah, I'll let you know if something comes up. I don't think anything will, though. I didn't help him to get something in return, so there's nothing I want from Issei.
まったく、人が良いのも考えものだな。エミヤがいてくれると助かるが、他の連中にいいように使われるのは我慢ならん。人助けはいいことだが、もう少し相手を選ぶべきではないか。エミヤの場合、来る人拒まずすぎる。
Jeez, I guess it is a problem to be too good a person. It's helpful to have you around, but I can't stand it when other people use you to their liking. Helping others is a good thing, but you should be more picky with who you help. You just help anyone who comes to ask you.
そんなに節操ないか、俺。
Am I that indiscriminate?
これでは心ないバカどもがいいように利用しようというものだわ。エミヤも忙しい身なのだから、たまには他人の頼みなど断ってもよかろう。
Yes, and that's just going to let heartless idiots use you as they wish. You're a busy man, so it should be okay for you to decline them from time to time. I can't really tell, but it seems like Issei's worried about me. I've been called helpful since I was in middle school, as I don't turn down requests for help, and don't ask for anything in return. I guess Issei thinks that's dangerous, but I'm doing it because I want to, and it's not a problem as I decline things that I think are beyond me.
それは一斉がするような心配じゃない。自分のことは自分が一番分かってるさ。それに人助けは善行だろ。寺の息子が咎めるようなことじゃあるまい。
It's nothing for you to worry about, Issei. I know myself better than anyone. Besides, helping people is a good thing. It's not something a son of the owner of a temple should be trying to stop.
しかしな、エミヤのは度が過ぎるというか、このまま行くと潰れるというか。
But I think you're going so far that it might eventually overwhelm you.
忠告は受け取っとく。それじゃあまた明日、学校でな。
I'll take your warning. See you tomorrow then.
それではまた明日。
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Issei leaves, looking discontented. Issei's house, Ryudo Temple, is on the mountains, so naturally, our routes home go in different directions. I walk through the moonlit town, and the music changes to an ominous, creepy fucking track. Walking up the road, I notice that there aren't any people around. The time is around 7:30. There should be people around at this time, but there's no sign of anyone.
そういえば確か。
Oh, yeah. There was some crime here in Miyama City a few days ago. A burglar murdered someone, I think. That must be why there's no one around, and why the school curfew became 6 o'clock.
ガス漏れに強盗か。物騒なことになってきたな。
Gas leaks and murder, huh? It's been getting dangerous lately. No wonder there are fewer people walking around at night. It's getting too dangerous to let Sakura go home on her own. Sakura's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. Starting tonight, I should walk her home. Huh? For a moment, I can't believe my eyes. There's someone on the road which I thought was empty. The person is standing above me as if looking down at me. Uh-oh. Without realizing it, I hold my breath. The silver-haired girl smiles and descends the hill without a sound. As she passes,
早く呼び出さないと死んじゃうよ、お兄ちゃん。
ew. You'll die if you don't summon it soon, Oni-chan. She says something strange. I go up the hill and reach my house. As the lights are on, Sakura and Fujine must be home already. I smell dinner the moment I enter the living room. At the table are Sakura and Fujine in the middle of dinner. It seems the main dish tonight is chicken in cream, and Fujine, who loves white sauce, is in a good mood. But she is.
お先に失礼していますね。
Welcome home, Senpai. We're sorry for starting without you.
ただいま。遅くなってごめんな。もうちょっと早く帰ってくればよかったんだけど。
Sorry I'm late. I wish I could have come home earlier.
いいです。ちゃんと間に合いましたから。ちょっと待っててくださいね。すぐ用意しますから。
No, you made it. Could you wait a bit? I'll get your dinner ready right away.
頼む。手を洗ってくるから、人のおかずを食べないように藤根を見張っといてくれ。
Yeah, alright. I'll go and wash my hands, so make sure Fujine doesn't eat my food.
はい、きちんと見張っています。
Yes, I will.
I return to my room. It's the most boring room ever. It's a fairly empty room compared to the shed, but since I don't have any hobbies, I think it's quite decorated. So basically you're a very bland, boring person. Most of them are random things Fujine has left here, though. I wash my hands, change, and return to the living room and find my dinner ready.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu!
はい、お口に合えば
I hope it is to your liking.
Sakura is terribly modest. Her cooking skills have vastly improved in the past year. She has me completely beaten at Western-style foods, and I can barely beat her at Japanese food. Neither of us have touched Chinese. I'm pleased my pupil is getting better, but it's kind of depressing when the teacher is defeated by the student. It's as good as I expected. Chicken becomes harder the longer you cook it, so it's juicier and tastier if you roast it before cooking it, even though it's tedious. That's done perfectly here. It's a master skill, forever beyond the clumsy Fujine.
どうでしょうか先輩。今日のはうまくいったと思うんですけど。
How is it, senpai? I think I did quite well today.
文句なし。ホワイトソースも絶妙だ。もう洋物じゃさくらにはかなわないな。
It's perfect. The sauce is great too. I guess you have me completely beat when it comes to Western food.
さくらちゃんがご飯作ってくれるようになってからお肉関係が美味しくなった。
Yeah, meaty food is much better since Sakura-chan started cooking.
With that, Fujine, who had been Fujine, who had been preoccupied with her food, lifts up her head.
あ、ダメよシロ。学生がこんな夜更けに帰ってきちゃいけないんだから。
Oh, Shiro, a student mustn't come home this late.
You just noticed? Ack. It seems she's in a bad mood now that she's seen my face, even though she was happy because of dinner.
もうまた誰かの手伝いをしてたんでしょう。それはそれでいいことだけど、こんな時ぐらいは早く帰ってきなさい。最近物騒だぞってホームルームで言ったじゃない。
Jeez, I bet you are helping someone again. That's good, but at least come home early. At times like this, I even told you it was dangerous in homeroom.
あれ、シロに倒して言ったんだからね。
I said it for your sake, you know.
あのさ、わざわざホームルームで言わなくても、うちで言えばいいんじゃないの？
Can't you tell me that at home instead of in homeroom?
ここで言っても聞かないもの。学校でガツンと言った方がシロには効果的なんだもん。
You wouldn't listen if I told you here. It's more effective if I tell you at school.
先生、それは職権乱用というか公私混同だと思います。
Sensei, I think that's abusing your authority. You shouldn't mix work and private life.
Oh my god.
それぐらいしないとシロはダメなのよ。
No, it's not enough for Shiro unless I go that far.
いつも人の手伝いばっかりして損してるからさ。たまにはまっすぐ帰ってきてのんびりしててもいいじゃない、バカチン。
He's always on the losing side because he's the one helping everyone else. He should at least come straight home and relax sometimes. That idiot.
バカチンとはなんだよ、バカチンとは。いいじゃないか。誰かの手伝いをして、それでその人が助かるんなら、損なんかしてないぞ。
Hey, what do you mean by idiot? I'm not on the losing side if I help someone and they're helped by it.
キリツグさんに似たのかな。シロがそんなんじゃお姉ちゃん心配だよ。
Man, I wonder if you got that from Kiritsugu-san. I worry because you're like that.
I don't exactly know how she's worried as she's energetically munching down her dinner.
藤村先生、今の話からすると先輩って昔からそうなんですか？
Fujimura-sensei, from what you said, has Senpai been here since he was small?
昔からそうなの。なんか困ってる人がいたら自分から手を出しちゃうタイプ。けどおせっかいってわけじゃなくて、シロはね、単におませさんなのだ。
Yup, he's always been like that. He's the type that goes to help people in trouble. But he's not meddlesome. He's just a bit precocious.
Fujine laughs dangerously.
藤ね、余計なこと言ったら怒るぞ。もうさくらもつまんないこと聞くなよな。
Fujine, I'll get mad if you say too much. You too, Sakura. Don't ask such boring questions. I glare at them.
Fujine clicks her tongue and backs down, but
藤村先生、お話を続けてください。
Fujimura sensei, please continue. Oh my god. Sakura is taking the lesson seriously.
じゃあ話しちゃおう。これがね、シロは困った人を放っておけない性格なのよ。弱きを助け強きをくじくってやつ。子供の頃の作文なんてね、僕の夢は正義の味方になることですだったんだから。
Then I shall. See, Shiro is a person who can't ignore someone in trouble. It's like helping the weak and defending the strong. In the essay he wrote as a child, he said, "My dream is to become a superhero." Oh my god. She's talking about things from so long ago. But it's all true, so I don't interrupt. Anyways, becoming a superhero is a goal I must not stray from even now. Oh, Jesus. Why? You're such a freaking idiot, Shiro. Wow, Senpai was a real kid. Well, herder, no shit.
すごかったよ。年上の男の子にいじめられてる女の子がいたら助けに入ってくれたし、桐次さんが武将だったから家事だって一生懸命こなしてたし。
Yeah, he was some kid. He would go and help girls being picked on by much older kids, and he'd do the chores around the house because Kiritsugu-san wouldn't.
ああ、あの頃は可愛くて純真だったのに、それがどうしてこんなひねくれた子になっちゃったんだろうな。
Man, he was so cute and innocent back then, so why did he grow up to be so crooked?
そりゃ藤姉がいたからだろう。ダメな大人を見てると子供はいろいろ考えるんだよ。悔しかったらちゃんと自分で飯作ってみろ。
Probably because of you. Kids think a lot when they see bad adults. Learn to make your own dinner before you say anything like that. What? Fujine crumbles. I thought she might drop her head and repent, but...
お姉ちゃんは悲しいよ。さくらちゃん、おかわり。
One-chan is sad. Sakura-chan, can I have another bowl? Fujine asks for her third bowl. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think I envy Shiro for having to live with them. Relaxing after dinner, it's almost 9 o'clock.
さて、何をしたもんか。
Well, what shall I do? Why do I have to make your damn decisions for you? There's some time before my evening training. I should take Sakura home, play with Fujine. We're definitely not doing that. Let's go ahead and save. I don't know if it's necessary to take Sakura home, and I don't think we want to screw around with Fujine anymore. I guess we should just rest. Let's just do that. Fuck it. Yeah. I take a brief break in preparation for the training tonight.
風呂も沸いてるし、さくらを家まで送るのは藤姉にお願いすればいいか。
The bath's ready, and I can ask Fujine to take Sakura home. Now that I've decided that, let's do things efficiently. First, I'll wake up Fujine, who's asleep in the living room. Then, I'll thank Sakura for dinner, see them both off, and take a bath. Alright then. Time to go to my masturbation shed. And so, the day ends. Just before midnight, Emiyashiro must carry out his daily routine of using magic. I stretch out and adjust my breathing. I try to empty my mind. I ignore everything around me and pay attention only to what is inside me. Trace on. As if to hypnotize myself, I murmur the spell I'm long accustomed to. No, I really am hypnotizing myself. As I have no magic crest and no knowledge of magic, a spell is only a change to myself. Normally, there are no lines in a human body to allow the passage of magical energy. To artificially change my body to create such a line, I need enough concentration to unify my whole body and every nerve within it. Magic is a battle with yourself. For instance, at this very moment, I'm inserting a burning steel rod into my backbone. That sounds painful. This metal rod is the only magic circuit I can prepare for myself. When I insert it this deep into my body and connect it to the other nerves, I can finally become a Magus. This is no metaphor. This is not a metaphor. In reality, something like a burning tongue which cannot be seen or felt is being inserted into my backbone. I am a sorcerer. Imiya Kiritsugu, the man who said so, was really a Magus. A living Magus who performed many marvels and had touched the very structure of the world. As a young child, I admired him and asked me to teach me magic. But you cannot become a Magus just through effort. It requires born talent and appropriate knowledge. And of course, I have no talent, and Kiritsugu taught me nothing of magic. He said something about me having no need of such knowledge. I still don't know what he meant by that. But still, it didn't matter to me back then. I thought that if I could use magic, I could be like him. But I was not born with talent. No strength of magic circuit. No accumulated works of magic handed down for generations. The work of magic Kiritsugu possessed, the magic crest passed down to the Imiya family, can only be passed on to a blood relation. A magic crest forces a rejection on those with no blood relation. So, as an adopted son, I could not receive the Imiya family's magic crest. Well, anyways. As I don't know what a magic crest is, it doesn't matter if I have one or not. So now, all it comes down to is training what I can do. If I want to be a Magus, I have to learn magic fit to my nature. To be blunt, magic is a way to release one's magical energy. You could say that magical energy is my life force. It is divided into two forms, a large source, mana, floating around the world, and a small source, Odo, created inside oneself. It goes without saying that the large source is superior to the small one. The power of mana is on a completely different level from Odo. Whatever the form of magic, a spell using the large source far exceeds one using only one's own power. That is why superior magi excel at drawing magical energy from the world. It's like a filter. A Magus turns his body into a filter, sucks up the mana from the world around him, and changes it into something he can use. This filter is what we call a magic circuit. This is the talent one is born with, and the number of magic circuits within you is determined the moment you are born. A normal human being does not have many magic circuits. To begin with, there are always very few. That is why magi pile them up generation after generation, making their children more suitable to use magic. I hear some families go too far and increase the number of magic circuits by selective breeding. Well, since I was raised in a normal family, I don't have many magic circuits. So that leaves only one method open to me. According to Kiritsugu, every person has at least one form of magic they are fit for. He said something about drawing out magical energy appropriate to their origin, but I didn't really understand. All I know for sure is that even I have some magic I can use, and if I train that magic, I may be able to become like Kiritsugu. That is why I learned only that magic. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kiritsugu finally accepted me as a student. Listen, Shiro. To learn magic is to stray away from common sense. You die when you die, and you kill when you must. Our essence is not in life, but in death. Magic is only a way to destroy yourself. I guess I had no fear as a child. Kiritsugu smiled bitterly, putting his hand on the nodding Imiya Shiro. What I will teach you will bring you conflicts.
人前で使ってはいけないし、難しいものだから鍛錬を怠ってもいけない。
That is why you must not use it in front of people, and you must not cease your practice even though it is difficult to learn.
でもまあ、それは破ったって構わない。
Well, I don't really care if you break that one.
一番大事なことはね、魔術は自分のためじゃなくて他人のためだけに使うということだよ。
The most important thing is that magic is something you should not use for yourself, but for others.
魔術師ではなくなるからね。
If you do that, you may become a magic user, but you will not become a magus. I guess Kiritsugu didn't want me to become a magus. I don't care about that. I don't admire a magus. I admire Kiritsugu. If I can become like Kiritsugu and be there for someone like that, like on that red day, that will be. I'm thinking needlessly. I feel the iron rod in my backbone slide into place. Gah. If I lose control of my breathing now, it would be a fatal mistake. The artificial magic circuit will eat away my body and destroy it. If that happens, I'll die. I would be only an amateur, failing such an elementary step. I grind my teeth and resume the connection. After a battle like walking on needles, the iron rod finally arrives deep within me and fuses with my body. This process took me about an hour. After that much time, I'm finally able to make one artificial circuit. One circuit that produces magical energy.
基本可視解明
Basic structure. Analyze. After that, it becomes a process of naturally flowing magical energy. Imyashiro is no magus. He is only a magic user who can create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. So there's only one magic possible, which is
構成材質解明
composition. Analyze. Strengthening objects. It is a magic of strengthening that reinforces the object's abilities by understanding that object's structure and channeling magical energy into it.
基本可視変更
Basic structure. Alter. Before me is a metal pipe. I will channel magical energy into it, perform the simplest magic, and reinforce its durability. Basically, channeling your magical energy into something other than yourself is like pouring poison into that object. It's just as if the blood of Imyashiro is not the blood of the metal pipe. Pumping different blood only accelerates its breakdown. It certainly wouldn't strengthen it. To prevent that, and to turn the poison into a tonic, one must completely understand the structure of the target and channel the magical energy into small open spaces. Composition.
構成材質補強
Reinforce. It must be easy for a skilled magus, but for me, who cannot even create sufficient magical energy, it's as hard as hitting a target hundreds of meters away. The usual target in archery is 27 meters away. How much harder it is at many times that distance goes without saying. The heat in my body quickly escapes. The burning pillar in my backbone disappears, and the lungs stretched to the limit demand air. I arc my back to hold off the daze almost making me pass out.
くそまた失敗か
Damn it, I failed again. There's no chance that in the metal pipe, or there's no change in the metal pipe. It seems that the magical energy I poured into it has enveloped into the air. Evaporated, excuse me.
手を加えるのはきつい
It's hard to improve something that already has form. The thing I'm attempting is like adding something to an already complete work of art. Adding to a complete object risks making it less perfect. Adding unnecessary things will actually decrease the value. That is why the magic of strengthening is simple yet difficult, and only a few magi use it willingly. It's not like I use it willingly either, but it can't be helped as this is the only thing I'm good at. It would be much easier if I could just form something out of clay and use it instead of a substitute in appearance. Or use it instead, but a substitute in appearance doesn't have the internal structure to match. The junk around here is a good example. When I fail with strengthening magic, I make some substitute objects to practice and to calm down, but they all end up with nothing inside. I can visualize something's structure easily, so I can make the outside look like the original, but it's empty inside, and of course, it doesn't do anything. I wipe the sweat off my brow. Now that I think about it, I realize my whole body is sweating like I've been drenched with a bucket of water. But I'm lucky it just ended like this. That was really bad. If I'd taken a second longer to recover myself, I would probably have destroyed most of my body.
死にかけた分上達するならまだ見込みがあるんだけどな。
If I improved every time I came closer to death, there might be some hope. It's not even that easy. But it is true that you won't improve your magic if you're scared to death. If you're scared of death. As long as you study magic, death is always right beside you. Even a simple magic repeated every day can go off with a simple mistake, taking the caster's life.
魔術師にとって一番初めの覚悟とは
The first step of the
死
Magus
を容認することだ。
is to accept death. Kiritsugu said so sadly. Maybe he meant that he didn't want me to take such a step.
誰かを助けるということは誰かを助けないということ。
Saving someone means not saving someone else.
とんでもないエゴイストなんだ。
A superhero. A superhero is really selfish, huh? Kiritsugu said that to me when I told him I wanted to be just like him. I still don't know what he meant. But Imiyashiro has to become a superhero who goes around saving people just like Imiya Kiritsugu.
その割にこんな処方がうまくいかないんだもんな。なんでいざって時に雑念が入るんだ。バカ。
But I still can't even do basic things like this. Why do I get distracted by needless things at the most important times? I'm so stupid. It's not enough to understand the structure of an object with mere vision. A skilled Magus only detects what's important and channels magical energy without waste. My dream is to become a superhero. I remember what Fujine said during dinner. I don't think it's embarrassing nor impossible. It's already determined. Imiyashiro will succeed Imiya Kiritsugu. That's why, even though I'm inexperienced, I've done everything I can. I don't know what kind of a person a superhero should be, so I can only approach it by helping others within the limits of my abilities. I have aimed straight for that goal for the past 5 years, but when things just go wrong like this, I do have doubts.
点でわからないよ、親父。
Jeez, I don't get it, Father.
一体さ、何をすれば正義の味方になれるんだ。
How can I become a superhero? I look up at the sky through the window. It's not like I can just randomly do good deeds. I think being a superhero is different from just helping others. I know that, but the question is, how can I become one? The difference between the two is the thing I've failed to understand for the past 5 years.